sun is shining, dropping off a little load of rotters, and let's see what we get. Any guesses? I'm guessing 2 tons and $135.
Sexy certified.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Mama.
What?
This Mustang.
You even certified to do this?
Sure am.
Got a little 1950 with a 10-speed. You're what certified?
What?
What certified?
Sexy certified.
I had a giant ice ridge on the bottom of this thing, but it looks like it's fairly okay now. So, oh, where did I put them? God damn it. They way back there. All right, guys, so we're in the steel building that, as you know, we built last fall, and we're after these tires I got behind me because the F-150, so I actually found a cracked rim on the truck, and I thought that was the whole main cause of the leak. Put a new rim on it because obviously I drive 25 miles to work every day, 80 miles an hour, and I was like, that's kind of sketchy. So I put a new wheel on there, and obviously, $1,200 truck, I just find scab tires, and the tires were decent, but there's actually a plug in the sidewall that I completely missed, and it's leaking. So I'm sick of filling up the tire every other day with air. So I got some really nice takeoffs from a customer at work that, I don't know, he just let me have them. So that's awesome. I got to get in here, get these, put them in the truck, and then this week. All right, so my memory card went full at the exact same time that the door slammed shut on me, so that's awesome. I'm kind of pissed off that I put these tires all the way back here, because if I turn around, you can see the lawnmower is in the way, the Fox body, literally, the whole chassis of the car and all the other parts. This is just my storage garage, and I got to get these damn things out of here. Well, they're all at the front now, so, I mean, I guess that's a start. Okay, what? All right, guys, so I drove over to my folks' house for Sunday dinner, and my uncle shows up in this. This is, it's a Pontiac Fiero, right? And these were just quirky little cars, which is really interesting to me because the MR2, which was a similar platform, obviously a more sought-after car, but this thing was similar, and they were just kind of quirky. And again, I didn't know that this thing was even gonna be here, so I didn't bring my mount to go for a drive or anything like that. But let's flip it around, let's just check this out. Yeah, so this thing literally has 40,000 miles on it, and you know, I've never been like a huge Fiero guy, but this is a super clean example of this car. Let's go inside quick and just check that out. Oh, long way down. Yeah, so this thing, it's just like a little blast from the past here. You got this like aluminum looking dash panel. Looks like you're in a spaceship with this little gauge pod. Definitely got some 80s vibes in here. I mean, you see all the squareness. Automatic car, but this thing is crazy clean for the year that this thing is. I mean, even down to the seats, everything is just in really good shape. So obviously this thing's been taken care of, and you look, there's the mileage right there, 40,000 miles on this thing. That's just nuts to me. So somebody took care of this. Yeah, so I don't know, you guys. I feel like these things kind of had a cult following. But again, I think it's super weird that something that's so similar to another car, the MR2, that's like so sought after, and then these things, it kind of flopped. So there's obviously guys that really like these things, and actually local here, there was one of the GT models with kind of that fastback on it that had an LT1 swapped into it with a manual transmission. And I don't know, I haven't seen that car in a few years, but that thing was pretty cool. You get the fastback, I think they look like pretty cool little cars, but again, just kind of odd that they never really popped off. And honestly, I think part of that is none of these were ever that fast, unless you modified them. I know some guys put 3800s into these, but stock with this 4-cylinder, I mean, you smash the gas and you're like, okay. But definitely a super clean little car, and I just thought that I'd show you. Oh, let's get back out of this thing. So like I said, you guys, this wasn't part of the plan at all, but nice little surprise. I always appreciate seeing stuff like this. Let's go in the garage, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the old work truck F-150 that we got and some products that we got just to kind of maintain it a little bit.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, it is the next day, we're going under the truck, and I'm going to show you a really bad, probably the worst rear main seal leak I've ever seen. So the camera isn't really going to pick it up that great, but my rear main on my F-150 is completely blown out. You can see, I mean, it leaks a lot of oil, and obviously $1,200 truck. I don't really feel like dropping the tranny out of this to fix it, so I'm going to show you kind of an alternative that I know for a fact works really well. So I'm going to take this brake clean and just get this all cleaned up. Well, as best I can anyway. Just try to dry it off. Alright, so that was fun. The point of this is because when we put our additive in the oil, I want to ensure that the residual isn't dripping on the ground so we can see the difference. Alright guys, so we sprayed the leak off, and the product that we're going to be using today is called AT-205 Reseal. I've talked about this product a few times, and I'm not a snake oil guy, but like I said, $1,200 truck, so I could very well drop this transmission and fix it the right way or the proper way, and the next day it could blow up. So I'm just not willing to go through all that work. There's a lot of really good videos. Scotty Kilmer goes way into depth about this product, so I can tell you from personal experience and research that this is a legitimate product. So what it does is it has a lot of the same chemical properties as rubber. It just rejuvenates seals that are worn out or flattened or hardened. Seals get nice and hard and brittle. You can use this in power steering systems, in differentials, transmissions, and engine oil. So I topped off my oil. This 8-ounce container will treat up to 6 quarts, so we're going to put it in there, and then I'm going to go home from work, and yeah, basically this will rejuvenate the seal. So we just take the bottle and we're just going to dump the entire thing in there because, like I said, 8 ounces is good for 6 quarts of oil. So we're going to put this whole thing in our engine. Put the cap on. Like I said, you guys, I'm only doing this because this is an old junker truck, and this stuff, it's been on the Jay Leno show too, I believe. It's super legit. It's awesome stuff, and I'm not a snake oil person at all. Like radiator stop leak, all that kind of garbage, I would never recommend. Lucas Additives and this AT-205 Reseal are super awesome products. So that's going to wrap up today's video, you guys. Thanks for coming in and watching. We're going to have some other maintenance videos on the truck just to get as much life out of this as we possibly can, and me and my buddy Bryce are going to be starting the wrap on the Celica in the next couple weeks. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop me a comment down below and subscribe if you have not already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.